Okay. Day fucking 90. Can you believe it? Can you fucking believe it? Bing bong ding dong. Day 90.
Huh?
Our 90th day of Academy life. Vexus was definitely going to attack us within the next 10 days. I need to get prepared so I won't have any regrets when she shows up. Okay. So we're gonna keep checking out Biolab. See if we can buy new shit. Got a new desperation potion. I do see the use. Like, don't get me wrong. I do absolutely see the use. Oh, but I can't even get to the next level because I need science level. Oh shit. Motherfucker. Okay. Not ideal, but I think we're gonna have to go out because I do want to start getting like some of those crazy good like items. Do textiles again. We need the textiles. Would rather have her than her, I think.
Ready to go?
All right, we're gonna mosey this time. We're gonna really go quickly. And I know it's annoying, but we're still gonna check out the forest west. Or was it desert? Desert east? Yeah, desert east, okay. 1, 2. Let Yagami torture it. Large red crystal, okay.
I found a little something.
I'll take it. 1. Take the offering. Large red crystal, okay.
Yes!
2. For better materials. Ooh, 10% to everything is actually amazing. 1. Up. Just mosey. Put together something from scrap. Speaker, okay.
This looks useful.
That's, we're gonna go up. This time we're only up. Right? If we play only up, we can get that. Which is cool, but like not. Let's do it then. Gramophone.
This
Grandma
looks useful.
phone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Destroy the rocks. There's nothing else over here, right? Yeah. There's a textile over here, so I think we're gonna go. Oh shit, but. God damn it, okay. Ignore them. We don't need it. I need it. Repair it. Oh shit, that's a lot of damage. Oh, that's not terrible damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Grandma phone.
We did it!
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
This looks like something
5
good.
point. 2, 3. Gold ore.
This looks useful.
Like, this looks like a 6 to me. school song. More grandma
This looks
phones.
useful.
So we're gonna go back down and around. Try to go up that way. Shit, okay, well we got a motor out of it.
Yes!
Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3. Oh, fucking finished off. Small red crystal.
I found a little something.
3. Try it and eat it. Oh shit. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a little scared actually of doing that, so let's just do 2. Go along with it. Oh shit, she just killed herself. God fucking damn it. Okay. We gotta be very careful from now on. Play the school song over it. Grandma phone.
Did it!
Let's get rid of at least the small red crystal. We don't need that. We'll take a grandma phone. Darumi's feeling blue. Propose a good game of poison chalice. Get her to snort some happy candy powder. Subtracting all materials by 10% is insane, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll do that. Try to run it. Go back to the sweets. It's okay. Big glowing blue rock. Oh shit. I'm almost dead. I might actually have to end. I think I'm gonna end. I don't think I can do it anymore. That's too much damage. And exploration.
That should do it.
I mean, that's as much as we can do. We got the materials for the least. Oh my god, that sucks. Ding dong, bing bong. What can you do?
You never know when the invaders might. Well then.
So rest up.
Ah,
Another day with no attack. This must be what the calm before the storm is like. It still doesn't feel like the cusp of a final shift.
ah.
Just come on and try it already, Vexness. You're going to lose.
Good. It's 9. I hate to keep reminding you. So work well.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, more training today. Alright, let's... Training room, I guess. Could do side slash again. That's not bad. Side slash is... Oh. Wait, I already got an... Huh. Interesting, okay. Linguistics. If I learn linguistics, I'll be fucking insane, actually. Who gives linguistics? Darumi. That's so much, though. Let's try going to, no. I mean, yeah, I guess we're gonna do biolab. We'll do, movement. Shit. Damn, I'm already below what I can get. Oh god, okay. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is on this bitch of an earth. No. It's fine. It uses so much textile. I hate how much textile is being utilized. Fine. There you go. So much textile. Jesus Christ. I mean, I know I'm gonna need it. Just do it. Fuck it. Yeah, we know we use him. We know we use him. And he actually that +1 with the +1 from attack and +1 and the bleed +1. Oh my god, he's gonna actually be doing insane damage like that. That's actually kind of insane. Komojiro. Okay. I think that's fine. Who will teach me linguistics? Report card. Literacy. Does someone make me illiterate? No. No. Having trouble with my literacies. Maybe I should go and learn to be more literate. I'm an illiterate man. Sticks. Creativity, the many gods of Celtic mythology. I'll try reading this book today. The many gods of Celtic mythology. According to this book, there was a god called Dagda, who existed in the Celtic cultural sphere. The Dagda had a treasure called the Undried Cauldron that was able to bring back people from the dead. During the war, Dagda would throw the bodies of all of allies slain in battle into the cauldron and send the resurrected soldiers back to the battlefield. Soldiers that were revived right after death. That sounds familiar. Do we do that again, or? Everyone's science here. Alright, let's finish off the book. I'm still in the middle of the book. Maybe I'll read it.
You never will then.
Did I not get a level up? What the fuck? One's gotten a lot stronger in the last few days. If we keep going like this, the invader army would be no match for us. So we're getting ready to go to bed.
Ah.
Who could it be at this hour? I opened the door hesitantly. Standing on the other side was...
Ah.
Commune? It's pretty late. Did you need something? Commune's face was twisted in agony. What is it? I intercepted the wireless comms just now and ascertained the size of Vexnus's army. Really? How big is it? Much bigger than I had anticipated. The Supreme Commander's claim about having the strongest army in history was no idle boast. So, what are you saying? If she comes at you with the full force of that army, your chances of victory are 0. 0? That's an exaggeration, right? We won't know for sure unless we try. We know. You need to give my calculation skills more credit. Not only is the army massive, they have also procured a large amount of extinguishing agents capable of putting out the wall of fire. Do not forget they have Vexnus leading them. The battle is as good as lost already. I was hit by a wave of dizziness and almost collapsed on the spot. Should I even burden the others with this new revelation? They supported me because they believed we could fight off Vexnus together. But now, this is why I've come to you. I have a proposal that can avert total annihilation. A proposal? You mean there's still a way out of this? There is. It's incredibly simple. We activate your escape pod before Vexnus arrives. The pod. But we're sitting ducks right now precisely because we can't make it. Only Vexnus has Cryptoglobin strong enough to power it now. We need not remain fixated on her. You have Cryptoglobin of far greater power than Vexnus can ever dream of right here in this academy. The Divine Infant. I'd never heard him called by that name before, but I knew who she was talking about. His face immediately surfaced in my mind. You mean the baby in the defense room? In the defense room, on the 3rd floor of the academy, was a baby in a capsule. The undying flames being produced by the baby's body around the clock were also being stored in missiles. It would take 100 days for all the missiles to be filled with undying flames. That was the reason we were here defending the academy. How do you know about him? Have I not already mentioned that I had once headed the intelligence department on the other side? I am more familiar with your secret weapon powers than anyone else. In fact, I would venture to say I know more than you and your friends. You have not even been told the half of it. Powering up the escape pod will be trivial with the cryptoglobin of the divine infant. Nevertheless, there are risks involved. Once the baby is dead, the protective wall of fire around the academy will disappear. Vextus is likely to seize the opportunity to launch her final assault. However, given the current size and scale of her army, it may not be so nimble as it once was. Vextus and her army don't factor into this. We're not killing the baby. Your anger is warranted. This is undoubtedly an illogical measure. But Takumi, even if you do not kill him for this purpose, did you know he'll be dead in another week anyway? Huh? The missiles he is creating in that defense room are ruthless weapons designed to raise all life on this planet, including himself. If the baby's gonna die on day 100 anyway, maybe it wouldn't be a crime to kill him just a few days before. No, absolutely not. You can't ask me to kill a friend. Even if we haven't seen him in a while, he was still our friend. So what if he was destined to die in another week anyway? Killing him ourselves is out of the question. You are perfectly justified to feel reluctant. It is not a pact I would willingly tread either. A path I would willingly tread either. But hear me out, Takumi. As cruel as this may sound, might it not actually be your duty to kill the baby? My duty? What's that? Why is that? Why, you ask? It is obvious. Because you killed my mother, Eva. I do not hate you for what you did, since my mother chose her own fate. But now that you have stained your hands with her blood, you are obliged to keep going in that same vein to the very end. It is irrational that you could kill Eva and yet refuse to kill the baby. My past sins continue to haunt me even now, driving me into corners and forcing me to make unpleasant decisions. What Commune said made sense. It was my duty as Eva's killer to kill the baby as well. You don't need to take action right away. However, do remember that time is running out. I will be waiting in the underground storeroom. When you feel ready, bring the baby's body to me there. Commune left me alone in my room to think over her proposal. I threw myself into bed and stared at the ceiling, but I couldn't think clearly. I just couldn't. Damn. I mean, might as well just chuck the baby in the fucking fuel pod at this point. I don't think that's the correct path, like what I'm supposed to do, but
get
probably
ready for
gonna do
your
it.
prepare. Be ready to get.
if it is a decision choice. I laid awake in bed until morning, unable to sleep. What I needed to do was simple enough. I had to kill the baby. That was it. Go into the defense room, kill the baby there, get his cryptoglobin. But could I really do that? Morally? We hadn't seen him in a while, but he was still our friend. Felt a sudden, desperate urge to see the others. I got up from bed and started to wander around school in search of my friends. Good morning, Takumi. Mr. Sumino, you came right on time. Ima and Kako bounced over to greet me the moment I stepped inside the cafeteria. Please, try this. What is it?
Oh.
A special kids' lunch my dear sister and I came
I
up
want
with.
to make something like this for the street kids. Once we get to the artificial satellite.
Feeding hungry kids on the streets is going to be our way of atoning for what we've done.
Okay. This is actually delicious. I'm sure the kids will love it. Considering how adventurous the twins had always been with their cuisine, I was surprised at this attempt at a more conventional dish. They were serious about what they'd said, and were already working toward it. Once we make it to the satellite, we'll volunteer to distribute food to any children in need. We really should balance out all the bad things we did here with some good stuff. And what could be better than helping children who were just like us in the past? I finished the kids' lunch Ima and Kako had made, and then left the cafeteria. I peeked into the library to find Yagamu poring over a stack of books on the table. Takumi, drop by for some morning reading too? Yeah, I thought it would be nice for a change. What are you reading? Medical books related to biology. I'm going to relearn everything from the basics. How else can I become a good doctor, right? You weren't joking about the doctor dream, huh? Dream job, you say? Ideally, I'd like to do something medicine related. I think I've taken enough lives, so now I want to use my knowledge about the human body to save lives instead. Yeah, I'm retiring from the assassin business. I'd already resolved to do it the day I met Kiyoshika. Made Kiyoshika take that poison.
Next time, I'll be on the life-saving side. It's the only way I can atone for what I've done.
You turned back to the medical books solemnly. Yagami was already making plans for the future. I didn't want to distract him and headed out of the library. Darumi was typing furiously on a keyboard in the ward. What? Oh, it's just you, Takumi. I'm busy writing. Talk later. Writing what? A novel? A scenario, you silly goose. Remember I said I'd make the best eroge in the world? I don't know if I've mentioned it. Eroge means erotic game. It's, yeah. What a stupid question. Infiltrating an eroge company, of course. I'll start as a janitor and work my way up to become director of my own project. Then I'll flood the spineless adventure game industry with my erotic fantasies. I always thought I'd start working on it after getting back to the artificial satellite, but I can't stop this momentum now. I've been so caught up, I've already pulled 2 all-nighters in a row. Yo! Darumi's eyes were shining with light. I could hardly believe this was the same girl who was frequently talking about killing herself only a few days ago. I'm glad to see you're so passionate about it, but why the sudden urge to start now? Because this is really the only thing I can do. My whole life's been a steaming pile of crap. Crappier than crap. Then one day, it dawned on me. Maybe I could write something that touches the hearts of those whose lives are just as crappy as mine.
Maybe my story can even be something that brings comfort to others. Then I'd be just like Mistress Hideko.
Darumi. Darumi was trying her best to carry on Hiroko's legacy in her own way. Her legacy of saving others. I watched Darumi hammer away at the keyboard for a while longer before leaving. I heard sounds coming from the metal shop inside the peek inside, where I saw Nozomi. She was on a sewing machine, working on a piece of clothing. Morning, Takumi. Morning. Are you making clothes? Yeah. I was thinking of making Kami some street clothes. That priestess dress doesn't look very comfortable. You're really stepping into your big sister role, huh? Nozomi was always so tense before, but now she seems completely at peace with herself. I intended to do for Commune everything my mom couldn't do for
I'll
me.
cook for her every day. Dress her up in pretty clothes. Go out together.
This is like,
And also-
even though this is like a wild
Oh,
scenario,
so many things.
or like route or whatever, it's pretty like final. You know what I mean? Like it does like a lot of people. I mean, like there's a lot of people who die, but there's a lot of people who end up like in like a better state. Like they have a character arc, which is funny.
I just can't wait to get to the artificial satellite.
To Nozomi, living a peaceful life with family was what happiness meant. Also, I find it funny that like we've just completely drifted away from Nozomi in this timeline. Or not timeline, okay, timeline? Yeah, no, timeline works. I watched her work on the dress for a little while more before taking my leave. Takumi, I finally found you. Tsubasa ran up to me when she spotted me walking down a hallway. What's wrong? What's the emergency? Check this out. It's my attempt at the perfect house layout for our roommate situation. I mean, you kind of just gotta go with whatever house you get. I know I'm probably jumping the gun here, but once I get started, I just couldn't stop. She showed me the layout she had drawn up and explained how it would be furnished. The TV definitely has to go here. It's the only space we can fit a sofa big enough for all of us. No east-facing windows in Yagami or Darumi's room for sure, since they're nocturnal. Your room will be in the corner for more privacy, so no one will hear us when we're alone together. Seeing Tsubasa smile so radiantly as she talked about our life together warmed my heart. I wanted to reach out and hold her closer, to protect her, and give her the brightest future ever.
For all of this to come true, we'll have to beat Veshness first, but that's no problem. She and her army will be no match for us.
Yeah, we'll make it happen, one way or another. Everyone's already taking firm steps towards their futures. I want to make sure they all get to the artificial satellite and start living those lives together. But to do that, is killing the baby and taking its cryptoglobin really the only way? If Vexness and her army really were impossible to defeat, was her only option. But does that make it right? I knew the answer. Of course it didn't. Should I send everyone to the artificial satellite, even if it means doing something terrible by killing the baby? Or should I take my chances and rally everyone to face Vexness' final attack? I have to make my choice. What am I gonna do? Alright, let's kill the baby. We're baby killing time. It's baby killing time. Kill the baby is a crazy... This is a crazy screen. Yeah, we're killing the baby. Kill the baby. We're getting into that fucking satellite, baby. There's no other way. I have to kill the baby. It was my responsibility as leader to ensure everyone made it to the artificial satellite safely. For that to happen, I had to stain my hands with blood. One last time. But I can't do it now. Someone was bound to notice me walking into the defense room in broad daylight. I don't want anyone to see me doing this. I decided I would do it secretly, in the middle of the night, away from the watchful eyes of others. In the middle of the night, I quietly made my way to the door in front of the defense room. The baby's on the other side of the store. He was generating undying flames in his capsule, even as I stood there. The door was protected by undying flames too. They would rekindle almost instantly, even with the repeated use of the fire extinguishers. With undying flames that not even fire extinguishers could put out, this room was an impregnable fortress. That wouldn't be a problem for me in this enhanced suit. The suit Hiriko retrieved for us at the cost of her life, and the suit Eito left behind. Commune combined the materials of both to create an enhanced suit that could even withstand the heat of undying flames. The undying flames can't hurt me. This door is no longer unassailable. And this hydraulic hammer should be more than enough to break it down. Guys, I'm gonna get us what we need. The cryptoglobin we need to launch the escape pod. As I mumbled those words under my breath, I took a step closer to the door, and then he showed up. What the? You! The ghost boy suddenly manifested in front of the very door protecting his physical form. It chose a really bad time to show up again after such a long absence. Why are you so surprised? Aren't you here to kill me? No, of course not. You don't need to hide it from me, Takumi. I have a good grasp of the situation. You need to kill me for my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod you found underground, right? How did you know? I thought you weren't feeling well enough to move around. Inform you about something. I'll keep it short. Yeah, I remember that. That was a long time ago. Not feeling well, in what sense? Right, you can't tell because I'm in this form. Basically, I'm sick. How did that happen? This is a particular space known as blood space in this world. There's a particular space known as blood space in this world. It is a distinct space filled with cryptoglobin energy. However, a malicious aura from the future has been seeping into a certain part of that space. Oh, is that Eito? Or is it me? My true form, the baby, is being badly affected by that aura. This may sound strange, but the blood space corruption was purified a little while ago, and I suddenly recovered. For the last few days, I've been going around school every night to gather information and figure out the reason for my sudden recovery. That's when I saw you discussing my assassination with a girl I'd never seen before. He heard me talking with Kami. We were talking about whether or not you would kill me. I've been watching you since yesterday to see what decision you'd end up making. As I expected, you decided to kill me. So, you're here to stop me? I wish I could. After all, who would want to die right after recovering from an illness? Fortunately, my powers are useless against you. And dying flames have no effect on the strange suit you're wearing. That's why you wore it here, right? Looks like my guess was correct. I'm powerless to stop you from committing this crime. Suddenly, something happened to the undying flame protecting the door. They completely vanished. Did you do that? But why? It's pointless to fight back. I decided to accept my death gracefully. Go ahead and kill me, Takumi. That's okay. The escape pod needs my cryptoglobin to fly, right? You're willing to die to help us? All of you have been fighting so hard to defend my body from the invaders after all. It's only right that I do something for you in return. I was touched to my core by the baby's kind-heartedness. Now we could go to the artificial satellite without fighting Vexus. But I need you to promise me one thing. What is it? I don't mind you using my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod for the others, but...
You can't get on that pod, Takumi.
Why? What? Why not? Think about it. Think about everything you've done. You killed Eito before he even did anything on day 2. And now, you're trying to kill a defenseless baby. You're dangerous. Letting you on the satellite could cause trouble for a lot of people. So I want you to die with me, here on this planet. It seemed like the ghost boy had got the impression I was some kind of heartless serial killer. But who could blame him? I'd killed a lot of people, and now I was trying to do the same to him. If you promise me you won't take the escape pod to the artificial satellite, I'll give you my word. I'll let you use me as fuel without any resistance. Did I want to stay behind on Earth by myself? Of course not. I had my own dreams, and I wanted to see how the others fulfilled theirs as well. I couldn't bear to accept this condition, but... Alright,
I won't
promise.
get on the escape pod. I'll stay here.
Made a promise I didn't intend to keep. And the baby would be dead by then, so I wouldn't. So here's the thing. Cryptoglobin's powered by promises, by divine pacts. I bet you this right now is a divine pact, and if we actually end up going on, it's not, the fuel's not gonna work. That's a relief. My life won't have been wasted if I can take you down with me. He sounded truly relieved when he said that. A moment later, he vanished. I just can't seem to get away from the bad guy role. Communicating directly with the person I was about to kill only added to the weight of my guilt. But there was no time for hesitation. It was time to carry out my final murder. There was no need to stay in the suit now that the undying flames were gone. I took it off and transformed it into my class armor instead. Then, I started breaking down the door. Without the flames to protect it, I didn't stand a chance. Slowly but steadily, the door began to crumble under my attacks. The damage grew heavier and heavier. Until, at long last, it was completely destroyed. I dashed right into the defense room without stopping. Hold on. One second, sorry. Okay, whatever. I'm so sick of dumb work shit. With a loud cry, I charged toward the baby's capsule. I had a strong feeling my guilt would paralyze me if I hesitated for even a moment. So I just kept running with all my strength. Don't stay calm. Get agitated. Throw out all your common sense. I kept repeating those words to myself as I raised my sword, and with a racing heart, sliced through the capsule with the baby still inside it.
System down. System down. Emergency. Emergency. Switching to reserve power supply. Restore system immediately.
The emergency announcement began playing as I took the baby's body out of the capsule.
Full system. Error. Emergency. Reserve power depleted. All systems shutting down. All systems shutting down.
The lights went out. I quickly ran through the bedarkened school campus. I handed the body over to Commune, who had been waiting in the storeroom. Takumi, you did as I asked. I am sorry you always have to be forced to take on the painful responsibilities. I am truly sorry. Never mind that. Just get to the escape pod. Just get the escape pod ready. I'll go call the others. I ran up the stairs of the school toward the roof. Wake up, everyone. Head to the escape pod hangar, right now. Wake up. The escape pod is ready. I pounded on every door on the roof to wake everyone up. Huh? What happened? Is there an enemy attack? Just head to the hangar now. Everybody wake up. I ferried my confused friends toward the underground hangar. Everybody crowded into the escape pod.
What's going on? I thought we couldn't use the escape pod without Veshness's cryptoglobin.
Did you find a substitute? Who in the world could sub for Veshness?
God damn it.
Hey, wait. What do we do about the invader army? I glanced out of the window as we were running here, and the wall of fire was gone. The school's completely defenseless right now.
Isn't the wall of fire powered by the baby in the defense room? If the wall is down, something must have happened to the baby. And here's the escape pod suddenly ready to take off. Does that mean the fuel being used to power this pod is...
Oh shit, he's like, holy shit.
Takumi! You didn't!
The jig was up. My friends had figured out what I'd Out I'd done the unforgivable once more. They closed my eyes and kept silent, fearful that they would turn on me. However, Tsubasa and Yagamo each took one of my hands into theirs and squeezed hard, tightly, without saying anything. I'll share your guilt with you. That was what it felt like they were trying to tell me.
I'm sorry, Takumi.
You did that despicable deed? For us?
That makes us accomplices. You should have just let me tank bad guy roles like this.
One by one, the others started commiserating with me. The moment it hit me that they weren't going to despise me, tears of relief started welling up in my eyes. It made me desire to go to the artificial satellite with these people even stronger
Commune?
than before.
How long until takeoff?
Just a little more. The takeoff sequence is proceeding smoothly. We just have to trick the AI into thinking today is day 100.
As soon as she said that, the inside of the pod started shaking, making it difficult for us to keep standing.
To your seats! This is gonna be a rough launch. Expect at least 8G.
What the heck's 8G? I didn't know phone tech was that advanced already.
I think she means the gravitational force pushing against our bodies when we take off.
How strong is 8G?
Strong enough to rip your heart out of your body if you don't strap down. Get to your seats, everyone!
First, we found our seats and buckled up. At around the same
An
time,
omnidirectional attack will launch in 400 seconds. Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
announcement that was supposed to play on day 100 played out from the hangar speakers. Commune had successfully hacked the system and tricked the AI into thinking it was day 100. My heart was racing and my breathing became faster. Finally, we're finally returning to the artificial satellite. All our dreams were going to come true.
I want to make something like this for the
We already heard all, yeah.
Feeding hungry.
Next time,
maybe my
I don't need to hear all this shit again.
Then
You
I
just
can
heard it.
It felt like so long.
Yes, but everything is over now. Once the next announcement plays, this pod will be ejected to the schoolyard. After that, it goes directly to the artificial satellite.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds.
As the second announcement played, the shaking in the escape pod became even more
It's
intense.
finally time! Let's go!
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
To outer space we go!
Wow! I'm actually starting to get excited!
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
it's over, Takumi.
Yeah. It feels like it's been a really long nightmare.
Oh, hold on 1 second, sorry. Yeah, it feels like it's been a really long nightmare.
Please depart immediately after boarding the escape pod.
The long and hellish nightmare of ours was finally ending today. We were going to go to the artificial satellite.
Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch moment.
What?
Huh?
The announcement got cut off halfway. It wasn't just the announcement. All the mechanical noises around us had stopped. The inside of the pod was eerily
What's
silent.
happening?
What's going on? We out of power?
Has the takeoff been reset?
Commune, what is this?
I don't understand. Why was the takeoff aborted at this stage?
Commune stood up from her seat in a fluster and booted up the internal PC to check what had caused the disruption.
What? Insufficient propellant energy? That is impossible!
Yeah. No, we made a pact.
Not even the baby's blood is strong enough to power the escape pod?
It can't be. His cryptoglobin was supposed to be in a league of its own.
Exactly! For it to be insufficient is inconceivable. Just 1 second ago, the power was so strong, I was having trouble keeping it in check.
Commune kept staring at the screen, completely
The
stunned.
energy in the propellant keeps going down even
We
as
already
we
know.
speak.
We already figured that out.
It's almost as if it's deliberately refusing to allow us to take flight.
The moment Commune said that, I suddenly remembered what had transpired before. The promise I made to the baby just before he died. We've already heard this. We can't go.
You can't get on that pod, Takumi.
Yep. Was the escape pod being stalled from taking off because I broke my promise? Was his will preventing me from reaching the artificial satellite? I should have gotten off the pod the moment I realized I was the one holding it back. Everyone would be saved then, everyone except me, but I just couldn't give up on my dream. Becoming roommates with Tsubasa, Higamu, and Darumi on the artificial satellite, happily living day to day despite being dirt poor, I did the unforgivable so that we could all attain that dream together. Killing all those people would be for nothing if I died here. I couldn't bear to get off the escape pod. I weighed down by my hopes and dreams for the future. Weighed down by my hopes and dreams in the future, my body simply refused to move.
Isn't there anything we can do? We just need cryptoglobin, right? Kill me and take mine!
Mine too! I'd gladly die to make sure Mr. Tsubasa stays alive!
What the heck are you two suggesting? That's not happening!
Calm down, brother dearest.
No. I shouldn't be the one to get off. No, I should be the one to get off. A leader shouldn't cling to life so disgracefully. It was my duty to sacrifice myself and save the others. Get off. Get off, get off, get off, get off, get off. Get off the stupid pod, Takumi. But I still couldn't muster up the resolve. The thought that I'd never see my friends again paralyzed me. Nozomi, Ima, Kako, Darumi, Higamu, Commune, and I would never see Tsubasa again either. The announcement alerting us time was up echoed through the inside of the pod.
Intruder alert. Defense
Blah, blah.
mode.
So Vexnus must have mobilized her army to attack the school after noticing the wall of fire had disappeared. There was no time for us to escape anymore. Our big gamble had failed, all because we shamelessly tried to survive alongside the others. We quickly rushed out of the pod to take on Vexnus and her troops. The invader army wasn't as large as I imagined. Vexnus must have organized her troops in a hurry to seize the window of opportunity while the wall of fire was down. We were more or less evenly matched with her hastily thrown together squad. Invaders came swarming into the school from all directions, and all we could do was kill, 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 kill. By around daybreak, we had virtually annihilated all invaders except for Vexnus and her main force. All that remained was the Supreme Commander herself. If we could take her out, we could survive this. We're so close to a miraculous victory, but it wasn't meant to be. Our greatest weapon, the Revival-Matic, broke down from overuse. Unable to come back to life, we started losing our lives, one after another. And in the end, though we barely managed to defeat Vexnus, she took each and every one of us down with her. Damn. What an ending. Which ending was this? Killing game route, so close and yet so far. 6 clears. God damn. Yeah, look at that. Kill the baby. Before decision. Don't kill the baby. Like, come on. We knew this. We know. Don't kill the fucking baby. Like, that was the obvious, like, bad answer. No. It's your future. No, I can't kill the baby. Killing him wouldn't lead to anyone's happiness. That was a hard lesson I learned during my last 100 days here. I didn't want to make that mistake again. I have to let Kami know my decision. I headed to the underground hangar where Kami was waiting. You want to face Vexnus head on? You don't know what you were talking about. I've told you, your chance of victory is practically nil.
Hey!
I know it's going to be ridiculously tough, but I'm still doing it. If it has to end here, I wanted to at least do it on my own terms. Powering the escape pod by killing the baby and using his blood, nothing good can come of that. Stop your delusional thinking. We're fighting a war here. You should always take the path with the quickest solution, the one that will bring the most benefit to all. The quickest solution. That's exactly why it should be avoided, I think. Yeah, that's right. Pardon? What are you mumbling about to yourself over there? Listen, Kami, I killed a traitor by the name of Eito Atsuki on my second day here. He was cunning and evil to the core. I was so sure I couldn't let him live. I thought the quickest way to solve that problem was to kill him. Thinking back now, that was when this hellish nightmare began. Sarie was destroyed, Gaku was murdered, and then the whole killing game business began. Eito even reappeared when he should have been dead. Also, he could take revenge on him. If it means killing an ally, the quickest solution should never be taken. That's what I believe now. You're right that we're fighting a war, so killing the enemy is more or less expected. But it also means we have to look after our own. Killing an ally is is an idea we should never entertain. You're picking now to spout foolish sophistry? The bottom line is that you are reluctant to take a life, yes? I asked that you recall our conversation last night. Even if you let the baby live now, he will die in another week anyway, burned up by his own flames. He does not have long to live either way. We had to burn the last embers of his life in a way that means something.
Ah.
Yeah, I actually have an idea about that. Can we bring the baby with us when we leave? I don't understand.
Huh?
The baby's being kept alive in a capsule inside the defense room right now. Do you think we could transfer that capsule to the escape pod? I'm hoping to bring him along with us to the artificial satellite. If anyone can make that happen, it's you, Commune. Vexus is gearing up to attack and you want me to think of a way to keep a baby alive? This is lunacy. Your party should be keeping your allies alive. That's exactly what I'm doing. The baby is one of my allies. I don't want to kill any more of our own, or stand by and watch them die. Those were my honest and true feelings. Have you been brainwashed by some strange cult, Takumi? I've had enough of you. I can no longer count on your assistance. I have no choice but to carry out the deed myself. Before I could say anything in response, a hazy flame appeared, along with the ghost boy, the spectral manifestation of the person we'd been talking about. Who are you? Where did you come from? Did Vexness send you? It's okay, Commune. He's one of us. This is an avatar of the baby in the defense room. I placed myself between Commune and the ghost boy before speaking to him. I haven't seen you in a while. I thought you were too sick to manifest yourself. Inform you about something. Yeah, we already heard this. He's sick. The blood space. This may sound strange, but the blood space corruption was purified a little while ago, and I suddenly recovered. Okay, yeah, so 100% confirmed it was Ato. I'm not exactly sure what happened. So somehow Ato was able to change from one timeline into another. So he has a similar power to me, which I don't understand how he has. So I think in one of the timelines we're gonna run into an Ato that leaves that timeline to come to this timeline. So recovery was probably related to the end of the invader hunt somehow. Maybe the corruption was purified after the malicious entities had all died out. For the last few days, I've been going around the school every night to gather information and figure out the reason for my sudden recovery. Imagine my surprise when I saw you discussing my assassination with this girl last night. I've been following you since yesterday to see what the decision you would end up making. That's creepy. Stop that. I was honestly surprised by your decision. That you would let me live. You, of all people. Of course. What sort of person do you think I was? A serial killer. What else? You killed Ato in cold blood before he even did anything on day 2. I didn't say anything at the time, but I held the deepest contempt for you after that. Now I'm starting to think I got it wrong, though. Have I misunderstood you this whole time? If I have, then I'd like to apologize for my mistake. There's no need for that. I don't blame anyone for despising someone like me. But I think I've grown as a person. I've become more human-like in the last 100 days. Growth. Something a perpetual baby like me will never get to experience. Not yet, maybe, but there's always time for that in the days to come. You can do all the growing you want on the artificial satellite. What? Can I really go with you? I haven't done anything to really contribute to the war effort. It feels too optimistic for— I mean, you have. You've been using the wall of flame. Like, you're the reason behind the wall of flame. You do contribute. It feels too optimistic for me to be recognized as an ally at this stage. Then do something about it. Join us in the final defensive battle as a fellow soldier. How about that? The number of invaders we have to deal with is beyond imagination. We won't be able to handle them on our own. If you join us, our chances of victory will be higher than before, even if it's only by a little. Isn't that right, Commune? Do not be absurd. A single soldier won't be enough to make up for the sheer difference in numbers. All they have to do is bulldoze their way in, and it's game over for us. There's really that many of them? Any way you look at it, it's a world-ending number. Okay, and how about
I
this?
increased the strength of the wall of fire to block out as many of them as possible.
Huh? You can do that? I never tried, but it should be possible. The blood space is overflowing with energy right now. When the malicious aura was purified, clean energy took its place. If I infuse that energy into the wall, then just maybe. Commune, if the wall becomes stronger, will that give us an advantage? Yes, the number of enemies that can make it through the flames at any one time will be greatly reduced. If we can split up the army, bottleneck the troops' advance, it will greatly improve our chances of victory. We had stumbled upon a path of victory completely by accident. The baby had been the final piece of the puzzle. Very well, Ghost Boy. Do not delay. Start increasing the strength of the wall right now. If this strategy succeeds, I'll make sure your physical body gets to the artificial satellite. It's the last thing I do. Yes, of course. I'll give it my best shot. He disappeared in a hurry, at Kami's urgent command, likely to begin strengthening the wall of fire. The moment I decided to rescue someone who'd been destined for death, a new path had opened up to us. It was like it was meant to be. This was the path I should have taken from the start. I should have chosen to save lives rather than to take them. If I hadn't killed Ato back then, but it was too late for regrets. I had to focus on saving the baby. A way to take him out of the defense room and up to the artificial satellite with us. That was what we needed to figure out now. Alright. We saved, so we'll pause here and we'll continue on next time. I'll see you then, my friends.